Good afternoon, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 3492 Devonshire here on Lake Oswego. We are located at the rear of the house. I describe everything as if you're standing in the street facing the front door of the home. So if you were to walk out that back sliding glass door right there and hang a right, the clean out access here is 3-inch ABS clean out. Good vantage point. It sits almost straight in front of what looks like the dryer vent. As far as I can tell, it looks like the dryer vent exhaust there. And it's the first short board you come to. Just to throw 3 boards out from the house here, but it's the very first short board you come to. The one beyond that is a long board. So anyway, 3-inch ABS clean out. We're going to check the overall condition, serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Water is running. We're going to zero out the foot counter here at the bottom of the clean out. Off we go. That's a pretty nice clean flow line right there. That's how you want your flow line to look. That is that's the sign right there of a household that is minding their P's and Q's as it relates to not putting cooking oil and grease down the line. So we're swapping over here to 4-inch diameter pipe, bumps out to a larger diameter, and now we are into what looks like 6-inch concrete. Thus far, a very nice looking line. And what keeps your line this clean and spiffy is the major thing is not putting cooking oil and grease down your line, fats in general. I've been doing this 13 years, almost 25,000 sewer scopes now, and I'm at the point where thick grease buildup, honestly, is more concerning and more likely to lead to flow problems than a lot of structural issues like bellies and offset joints, assuming they're not massively absurd anyway. It's often thick grease buildup that is the major contributing factor to a lot of blockages occurring. Stuff that would otherwise make its way out to the main without getting hung up, and or blockages that would normally block fairly gently and bust loose on their own. The stuff acts like glue, and it causes a lot of junk to build up in the line. So like to point it out when people are doing things right, and these folks are doing that. Anyway, this is the main here at about 28 feet. We're going to go locate this really quick here while the pipe drains off, and we'll take a second look at everything as we come back. Thus far, I don't think we're going to find anything. It looks like a great line. Alrighty, located the camera head. The line terminates just before the rear fence line, sitting 3 feet or so from the rear fence line, and it terminates just a little bit offset to the right of the center of the back part of the fence. I'll show that here in just a second, so you kind of have an idea as to the route the line takes. But it runs in a pretty darn straight shot from the clean out to the main. It does meander a little bit, but it's overall a pretty straight shot. All the concrete pipe that looks great, drains beautifully. The concrete's all in good shape, all the joints are tight. There's a little bit of a turn. The line does a little zig and a zag as it makes its way out. That's all though. It's very, very minor. It's just barely off from running straight. Alright, we're going to flip the camera around here for a moment and go backwards through the foundation wall. Everything beyond that point, once we get to the foundation, is all exposed piping. Home inspector takes a look at that. You can just look at that stuff with your eyeballs. You don't need a camera for it. Alright, we are now back inside the crawl space. No settling issues or anything going back through there. Very nice looking sewer line. Clean, flows beautifully. I couldn't nitpick it structurally if I tried to. Very nice looking line. It's one of those lines that wouldn't be a terrible idea to rescope periodically. You don't need to lose sleep over it. But you do have concrete pipe, and this is newer concrete, so this isn't ancient old stuff that's nearing the end of its lifespan, like a lot of concrete pipe I look at, but it is more susceptible to root intrusions. You got a lot of foliage here in Lake Oswego, a lot of trees, big ones. Anyway, every few years wouldn't be a bad idea to rescope, just to take a look at things, make sure you don't have anything going on environmentally in the line. Most importantly, roots. Catch them early before they can cause a problem. If it ever happens at all, it may not. There's some Pegasus unicorn-looking creature back there that... Anyway, if you see that thing sitting up against the fence there, that may be gone by the time you get here, but anyway, the line terminates very close to in line with that mythical metal horse creature over there. It's a unicorn or Pegasus, I'm not sure which one. Anyway, if you can see where the clean out is and you draw an imaginary straight line to the fence line, that's essentially the path the line takes. And the plus side with this line versus most is that other than being under a deck, it's just under dirt. You don't have a driveway or anything like that to tear up if you ever had to do repairs, which is really nice. Anyhow, great looking line. It is functioning properly at this time.